Sometimes it's kind of a a throwaway line. We search the globe for deals. Well, we actually do. I mean, we're looking everywhere for the best possible opportunities for you as a collector, in terms of both just pure bullion, in terms of just pure silver, in terms of numismatic opportunity, in terms of all of those things. This is, I think, really, really, really part and parcel of that. This is a very interesting coin. As a matter of fact, it might be, in a lot of ways, to me, one of the most underappreciated coins in the market today. So to begin with, it's the Kookaburra. For those of you, it's a bird that is kind of indigenous to Australia, known around the world, but particularly beloved in Australia. Much like the American eagle, you have the Australian Kookaburra. One of the, I think, truly interesting things about this is Australia's been making this coin since 1990. So, I mean, it's been around almost as long as the American silver eagle. So it's it is the silver coin that nobody's ever heard of, in essence. One of the things I love about the Australian coins is the absolute and stunning quality of the coins that they do. You have right here. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. Mint State 70. It actually looks proof-like, if you ask me, or even proof. If you ask me, you see 2024, 1 ounce, 9999 silver, first strike. Mint State 70, absolutely perfect. And it's $59.95. $59.95. It is really, I think, legitimately one of the finest numismatic opportunities out there. And here's why. Here's kind of the secret insider information on the Kookaburra. And like I said, it's been made since 1990. What most people don't realize is it is a guaranteed limited edition. Unlike most bullion coins around the world, whether it be the American Silver Eagle or the Chinese Panda or the Australian Philharmonic or whatever it is, they're kind of made to order, if you will. That is not true of the Kookaburra. As a matter of fact, they only make 500,000 Kookaburras a year. So to put that into perspective, the American Silver Eagle this year will be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 25 million. So about 50 times more coins will be done in the American Silver Eagle series than in the Kookaburra. Now, here's why that's important from a collector standpoint. From a collector standpoint, that means that the numismatic value, okay, the value as a coin or as a coin collector beyond the silver that it contains, that specific numismatic value can increase relatively dramatically. So if you just look at the 2023, those are already selling for like 30% premiums to the 2024s. Because as we speak, the 2024s are still available, but even as we move into, we're in the first third or so of the year, that's gonna sell out pretty quickly, and then that's it for the year. The other thing that they do with the Kookaburra that I really, really, really like, that I wish we'd do here in the United States and in other places a little bit more, is the design changes every single solitary year. So this is a 2024 only design on top of it. Now what we're doing is, because I was able to get some of these out of Australia, that's the other thing, with 500,000 pieces, most of them stay in Australia. Most of them, anything that gets out of Australia usually stays in the Far East at the very least. So very, very few, and that's why so few American collectors have even heard of the Kookaburra, because they just don't make it here, because there's so few of them and they sell out. You don't even have to go back that many years when all of a sudden you see Kookaburras, ungraded, uncertified, in the $75 to $100 range. Some of those early ones can be very, very, very pricey. So we're going to give you the opportunity here. When you look up there, you can either buy the raw coin right here. So in other words, uncertified, ungraded, but in the holder. And understand, they come, and this is the other thing that I love, they come from the mint in their own individual holders. So I love that. Whereas the U.S. Mint, they just come in this. They come in these. They come 20 of these already wrapped up, already in there. I love that part of it as well. I mean, they're just absolutely gorgeous. And so they come in the specialized holders that you have right there directly from the Mint, and only $33.95. Only $33.95. And look, anything silver right now, I think is just a screaming buy. I mean, gold just hit all-time highs. Literally, gold just hit all-time highs. Silver is still 60% below its all-time high. If silver just went to its all-time high from like 7 or 8 years ago, I couldn't sell the raw coins for $59.95. These would go to $89, $99, $109. Understand that's what the situation is with it. So you get the perfect certified coins, first strike, so the very first coins off the press at $59.95. Now, if you were to buy these right here and certify them yourself, it's $30 a coin to certify them. So, like I said, a raw coin is $33.95. For less than that $30, you can get a guaranteed perfect coin as well. So you get that opportunity for either the silver part of it, the collectible numismatic part of it as well. The biggest problem with this is I didn't get an unlimited quantity of these Kookaburras out of Australia. We only got a very few of them. I don't know if you can get in on this. They are just a stunningly beautiful coin. I mean, that you see, it almost looks like a reverse proof or a proof or an enhanced uncirculated, or I don't even know what you would even call that, but they are just absolutely gorgeous. The other thing, it's the first full year of issue that you're going to have with King Charles III on it. So, this is prior to that. I mean, even the 2023s still had Queen Elizabeth. So King Charles III, first full year of issue, and you can see that you have that as well. So that's a first. You have the Kookaburra. And so I was able to get a very limited quantity of these. I would suggest the Mint State 70, but I'll tell you what, buy a couple of the Mint State 70s, and then I would buy 3 or 5 or 10 of just the regular uncirculated, coins that are ungraded and uncertified as well. So that way you have kind of that silver and intrinsic base covered, if you will. The numismatic base is covered in Mint State 70 when you have absolute perfection here. But keep in mind, because of the incredible limited edition, only 500,000 of these are made every single year. Because of that incredible limited edition of only 500,000 coins, they sell out very early in the year, and all of a sudden that secondary market takes over, with understanding that in essence $33.95, $33.95 is in essence my wholesale price that I'm going to be able to do on these. I just can't do it for any less. And with gold at all-time highs, silver 60% below all-time highs, I think anything silver right now is something that you really have to step up for. So why not do that with a very, very unique coin? So like I said, most people don't know, the Kookaburra has been made since 1990. I mean, they've been making this for well over a quarter of a century, yet most people in the United States have never even heard of it because of the limited edition, because they all stay on Australia, and they're heavily collected, not only in Australia, but in the Far East as well. And with that limited edition, like I said, that numismatic value moves pretty quickly on that. They are not made to order like all the other major bullion coins in the world today, whether it be the Eagle, whether it be the Panda, whether it be the Philharmonic, the Libertad, whatever that is, they don't put limited editions on them. With that. And so great price if you buy it uncertified and ungraded, even greater price if you buy the absolutely perfect version, only $59.95. You get the silver, you get the numismatic value, you get the rarity, you get the collectability, you get the incredibly low mintage, but you have that opportunity in a very, very, very small window. That window is closing because this is going to be my only opportunity to get these, which makes it your only opportunity to get these.